And that was that. Huang re-entered the military and now continues to fight for his country.
I do. We're all the country. Before I married you, we were married.
Excuse me, Ben. May I talk to you for a second?
Please.
They say Revan's daughter is ready for the trials. But she is not ready yet.
When you said we, Huang, did that include me too?
Maybe you should have a good thoughts, like many other good thoughts, like I did. I know Wang Yi about her, as father and I met her at the Jedi Temple for a long time. After knows about Kazume's been trained for many years. Like she belongs to the council, then what else she need?
At that moment, I was just so shaken I couldn't think straight. That swordswoman who was also searching for Soul Edge. She was cool, collected, and so mature. She treated me like a child, so I lost my temper and challenged her.
So it is true about the rumors. Then how has she challenged you about they faced?
If there ever is a next time.
Like what?
Because you finally started teaching me for real!
Oh?
You need to carve your own fate.
Okay, I'll cover my fate as well.
It reminds me of that monster.
Believe me, Sion and I will always get married together. You should join us.
Well, congratulations, you both. I shall invite you, I think.
At long last, I realized what a child I'd been.
I think Wang Yi will be invited too. And I'll be there.
Wait, is he talking about me?
We actually did. We are married with her. We're talking about conversation too.
You should have invited you and me. Sion and Ben Solo haven't married. Don't you agree?
But the truth is, that was the least of my problems.
I understand. Take your time.
Huang's my father's best student, and kind of like a mix between my mentor and my big brother.
Come on, Wang Yi. We've got some training to do. He's really actually fighting. armor made a Chrome Dog defended himself to the blaster. If he isn't, he has more combat skills.
FN-187?
We got a new student for combat.
Hello, Wang Yi. I heard you're a Jedi, I see. Like your father. Come, let us see how stronger than you are. Are you ready? How nice for your art of combat. Now that practice is done, I will continue on.
I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
No, not a problem to hurt me. I can still more practice with my nunchucks, and this done, I can more defend myself when my armor defeated the stormtroopers can take them down. Congratulations.
Your Highness, there is no sign of his to followers in the Outer Rim. We handle to try to find them or not. The Alliance will track to sisters returned here.
あなただって不死身じゃないんですよ。
No word. If Snips and I track, Ice Planet to search for two sisters. Perhaps I can help all of your guards if the Alliance stops the First Order invasion in this war.
You may dismiss Anakin.
だから私は必ずあれを薬剤ガノンに対抗できるよう仕上げてみせます。
No. If I'm ask you for this for Rush, he will stay in a prison for a few days. I should have known for the Sith will continues to the war for the First Order live.
Revan, it's been a long time for you, my friend. I must say you grew older as I am. There is a chance in about this. Ben Solo wanted to contact you into meeting, but you must learn to rely on me, because I rely on you.
Been a long time for you myself, my friend. I report you immediately, and I'll meet you there as soon as we can.
A princess? You should thank me first for the food.
It is not officially business, little rat.
A rat? Oh, please. I know exactly what you are trying to say to me. Jaden, who was my friend of me, and some kind of became the new king, it was revolutionary. Known exactly and truly to be known.
Silence! I said it is not officially business to talk. It's because you had tried to stalking my husband near you, and you are truly a Sith rat. Do you understand what's at stake? You are being jeopardized to future who you turning into.
You're right. I understand. I'm sorry.
Humph. Then you should learn to better yourself.
You were right. You were right about me.
About you from what? Trying to do an executioner to explain to me? Or it was you who met me from the throne room to put me in a cage for the idea?
No. For the last time when I confront you for this. If you don't betray me in any Jedi, just like what you did is your fault. My fault. If you need my help, and that's what you everything told me about me, right?
Jaden, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I mean, I wasn't trying.
Rush. I'm sorry too. I'm always being apologies. You'll always be my friend, like Ping did. I'll make sure for the guards will set you free. Then you will take your part-time. I promise you. And don't even betray me again. I will see you again.
At last. Snoke trained you well.
The Jedi killed Snoke. Now I shall kill you next.
My girl.
I made Snoke. I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head. The First Order was just the beginning. I will give you so much more.
You shall die.
I have died before. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What can you possibly give me?
Everything.
The new armor of Supreme Leader.
order will soon be ready. It will be yours if you do as I ask. Kill the girl. End the Jedi.
And you'll become the Dragon of Zakul could not.
You will rule all the galaxy.
As the new Empress.
But beware. She is not who you think she is.
Who is she?
We made it, my son.
Yes, Father. But it's not over yet. We had to try to someplace else. We have all to find the system. And I have to find the past and the future. Which is a heaven place where I was born.
You always brought a gift. Why can't I feel you?
これはさすがにないんじゃない？こっちも変えるの？動きやすい格好にしてもらえない？
We need to gather to the holographic map to someplace else. We have found. This would be far away from close. For the soon, for all this planet systems it has to be. No one knows if we found Mustafar, Coruscant, Yavin 4, Tatooine, and Dadooine. It could be for this, for our home, for over there, and Alderaan. An Alderaan, yes, where the Jedi Temple and where to be found. That's the spirit. From here. That is the one where I have placed to go. Someplace safe. You've brought this shuttle?
It is my shuttle indeed, my son. Only those you have to foolproof yourself to find the past. I will go to Alderaan for all of us. So be brave. And we'll get started.
We will soon reach Alderaan system to see if it'll where the Jedi Temple's whereabouts and to see what was going on. Always be ready. Except for all of us. The Force will be with you all.
Arto, they headed to Alderaan. Contact Ahsoka and the Alliance to track them down immediately.
You have uncertain, Revan.
something coming.
それは祈りによって目覚める聖なるもの。
There's something coming with the war. The entire Star Destroyers and the Separatists are coming. The war is beginning again.
Omnipotent, omniscient, sovereign, immutable. How sweet it is to be a god. Oh, please, Nerevar, spare me. Oh, dear me, forgive me, but I am enjoying this. I surrender. I surrender.
I don't care what you think of me. Loathsome cur!
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop!
Playtime is over. Time to step it up. Are you ready to admit your own foolishness?
Isn't that I am too late when I am here? Or isn't rather to kill you both? Now! You will bow before me as your supreme leader.
Is this why you chose to the stare? To looking in your eyes now? We know what has happened to...
We know what? That he's just as deluded and self-absorbed as our parents. You couldn't let me be free. You were so afraid to let me be what I am, you killed me. I wouldn't even be here if he hadn't dragged me along. To what? Cage me like they did. What exactly did you hope to do with me?
Please, Vaylin.
Please? Please what? Please stop reminding you of the truth. Does it hurt? Because it pales next to what you did to me.
You're right. Whatever happens today, I need you to promise me something. You looked into my mind, and you've seen a lot of bad, but you've seen the good too. The Alliance. Promise me you'll find us. Use your Force powers for good. Bring us together. Guide us. Lead us. Luke. Han. Chewie. Lando. Ben. Anakin. Ahsoka. My wife. Remember those names. There's so many of us. We will need you, Vaylin, my sister.
I will do my best, brother.
Your best is enough. You had to trust me on this. Trust me.
we're here.
あなたに私は倒せない。分かってもらえるとは思わない。天津下りて任道に密。
Yes, R3, I'm trying to repair enough on my ship before we start the battle. That's all you can do.
R3. We found them in the shuttle. 3 of them in the future, and Riven is with them. Ahsoka and I had to stop on Alderaan to track them immediately.
Do you believe too? Do you believe in your own past?
Yes. I followed a different path. I will solve it. I must. I am close. I am sure of it.
Their mission was simple, to find out just what was causing this spatial distortion. How will you choose to deal with that pain? When reaching for the future, we sometimes fall into the past.
It clouds my mind and haunts my dreams like nothing I've ever experienced. It will be more difficult. I've been kept at bay for thousands of years. This whole business of being heir to the throne will take some getting used to.
Do you know I have anything about you talking about? About me? When I was born? Or even I was a teen? Just like you when you were before. You know, the Old Republic for all needs you. To the galaxy will come to the safe of my home in the castle. 'Cause my new look needs me for to trim my hair.
あんたに私の相手が務まるかしら。さっさと終わらせましょう。
Son, when you are ever ready for you to cut your hair, for your instincts into the past. When you are ready, you will find the truth. Now go.
You always think of having a new look, actually.
立ちふさがる者は全て倒すのみ。
You
planet. It was a so-called named Tython. For a new generation of the Jedi Temple is near, is very close. We can settle this.
We will reach Hyrule. Soon, the Alliance will be soon enough to destroy me, never to destroy us.
And I will do whatever it takes to get them. In this city, I'll stop anyone who tries to get in my way.
Thanks.
And so we hope, waiting for a future brighter than today.
You're just in time for you joining me, Lightning. A lot of time been spent years in from this Alderaan. A lot of the planet is destroyed for many years. Now it started back. The whole entire planet very similar. As you will forgiveness an entire time. Cheers to you.
Now,
to retire.
Rebel scum. Where is the Jedi, the one who will make him pay for what he did to my family?
I didn't tell.
Do not judge for all this, rebel scum. You will soon snap out for me of the Alliance. If you tell her where the Jedi, or she will suffer in pain.
There was no Jedi around. I won't tell anything!
Again.
Liar. Where is he?
Speak up.
The castle in Hyrule.
Wise choice. You will die, rebel scum.
This is quite unfortunate. Supreme Leader will not happen about this and find the Jedi
The
until...
Jedi will die next. My feet will look at it. Are we clear?
Crystal, Lieutenant.
Good.
Sometimes a lot happens and cloud my mind to haunted in the past. cold things ever since. Since it all interceded for my parents' death.
分かってもらえるとは思わない。
I feel cold and affected in my mind. But I couldn't even know them my memories. Knowing over for seas an entire time from my younger age. But I don't know what I can even imagine.
ドアテック総帥の座を継いだの。
3 Star Destroyers is coming our way. Wonder if the Alliance will follow us. But no one could be. It should be for them to find the other way. Or even escape from us. For all that means to place the hideout for go to the Tython system. For all of us. For now we need for the chance to go.
Brother, follow me, and I have the best ideas for hiding.
So this is a portal of Tython system. If I will confront the Jedi Council to help me for to change my past. For what happened to me.
Go now. You will return, and I'll keep an eye on the hologram where the Alliance arrived. Aren't you the one who your mother's thrown to look? I knew your mother once, where Snoke came to us. This throne doesn't belong to reclaim it. Pathetic. Your mother's weak. Such a shame to her death cause. Does it hurt? Your eyes of your own death next to me. Are you willing going to kill me? You look just like your mother inside of you. Well, do it. Do it! Give it to your anger. You will never be turned back on us. Wise choice, Shiva.
son is head to the Tython system. And how long will he come back?
His mission to find Revan's past or memories to cloud his mind. And he'll be back for long.
As soon as the Alliance will arrive soon. This will not take long very easily. You have arrived.
I've sent you a message to your truly.
What message?
To something very important to you. Your memories will remain closer across the planets, and your mission will be accompanied by you. When you're done, you will face the dark past.
If that case, everything I know of my dreams is such stable, hunted for impossible.
You're haunted in your dreams by what you became. When you were done in the council chamber and find me in the cave, I'll convince you of my darkest past.
If I will succeed, if I will find you, and I will be there.
Welcome, Master Jedi. I am honored to see your presence, meeting you in person.
Ah, well, thank you. The honor is mine.
What brings you to this Jedi Temple of Tython?
I'm here to help, to give them hope, to war.
There is no war here. I asked, what brings you?
I'm here to seek in for the answers. The persuasive of the Jedi named of Lucian.
Lucian? You were saying his name was? Please, follow me to the council chamber at once.
This is Reverend Skywalker comes to the Tython in the Jedi Council. How pleasant to meet.
Skywalker? What are you doing here?
It's good to see you again, Kyle. Been a long time you have been out of the Coruscant of the Jedi Temple. For now to be replaced here. Quite a bit surprised, huh?
Maybe.
Tell me, Skywalker, what brings you as your Jedi Master here on the Tython in the Jedi? I have kind of situation of my personal importance to all of you. It's about Lucian, the persuader of the Jedi, who had been visiting my castle for far too long. With all need help.
I know I am asking for a great deal of trust, but this is the only way.
And only hope. The war is just to begin into my home in the castle of Hyrule. If you don't need help, all of you need to regret it.
The risk is great, I know.
When I was a Jedi Knight in Coruscant, I saw the terrible danger since the Force of the Starkiller base destroyed the New Republic. These are dark times to you, Skywalker. There is only choice to remain. There will be no war for this.
But we have no choice.
The only way to recover to my castle to defend Hyrule is to allow the Sith bastard to proceed to plan to attack Hyrule. And my wife was in terrible danger to the spies of the Sith bastard.
I'm afraid she may take a bit more convincing than you.
Then all be settled. The rest of the council will all report it to the mission to defend your city against the Sith. By all means.
I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
May the Force be with you, Skywalker.
What did you find out at the meeting with the council?
They're ready. They're ready to help us to destroy the Sith from my home in the castle, and the Alliance will be a stronghold.
We will get to their mission to find Lucian in your home at once, and it'll not take any longer against the Sith. The Jedi will be strong than ever. Good luck, Master Skywalker.
The Force will be with you. Always.
is wasting. Now I can show you and how you know of this. How do you know you feel pain? How did you feel instinctively? Your redemption shall be what you write.
Who?
Shiva, that's her name, I remembered. In your reality, she'll end your life when you are young, and in expectation, you shall fight back, willing to fear loss.
What happened when you see Shiva?
I was therein a long time ago. I'd managed to fight Shiva herself. Her skill was unmatched. And her force to be reckoned with. To know this as I speak directly. Shiva is pure weakness and never fights back, and I am forced to end her life.
Did you defeat her? Tell me, who managed to save Shiva?
It was someone who knocked my sword to save Shiva from me. We do not know her name, for now. Take my hand. I will show you where I went there in Snow Planet and what happened before. You can see it, Revan. This is Shiva's mother. Corpse.
And the remains of Shiva.
She's unmatched in her abilities and cannot be stopped. Then I end her life across her heart with my sword. Where I turned back to Shiva and she vanished.
Then what happened to your body became to you.
My body begins to transform into my dark form and is banished from my will. And that is what I've failed.
No.
You won't fail because what you did. You won't failed everything. You know that.
That is the truth. Come, Revan, let the test begin. The first test is the trial of foolishness. The foolishness is in finding someone who is weak. Then your first test will be complete. You can see, she is a founding member of the Empire. She is weak and foolish in your hands.
What now?
You must succeed in killing her and embrace it in the dark. Good. Kill her.
I shouldn't.
Do it. Well done. Your first test is complete.
What happens now?
Your second, the trial of fate, is my command.